10:23 a.m. and right on the dime, right? The entity immediately starts sounding helicopter activity because they know exactly what I'm capturing right now. That's P.O.C. They know that they're going to federal prison. That's what that is. The people of the state are going also, okay? This is the placement at 10:23 a.m., the light source, while I'm sitting in my office at Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles, California, as you have seen it day in and day out. The simultaneity of the beginning of that amplified helicopter activity is the impermissible threat by this entity that's monitoring ongoing documentation, serving for prolonged time in federal prison. That's the people of the state and the Los Angeles Police Department. All right, the entity is engaging in the maintenance of this light source, which you have seen since I began documenting this entity. And you have what is the entity that's documented engaging in the pattern by the state to engage in group stalking in the phenomenon, that's LAPD, and they're doing it in concert with the state in the specific. In 23 a.m. there is no sun that is over any building called the Ovid Family Community Library. At 10:23 a.m. I'm inside the back of that library facing College of Law, University of Law, where, by the way, the people of the state are group stalking at a facility, an institution that's studying law. Those are third-party group stalkers that are criminals right now studying to take the California bar to be a part of what is a corrupt entity. They are then, by the way, taking the bar and practicing law and engaging in what is federal group stalking and monitoring, just sliding it and conforming into the state system. It is corruption that's embedded into society. I have also practiced law on behalf of this, with the state, and they were engaged in monitoring me. So not only do I know this because I documented the pattern of conduct, and the University of Laverne College of Law is the facilitating venue, but also because I have practiced law as an attorney, and they were monitoring. They were engaged in the pattern, the demons engaging what is harassing while I was practicing law, just trying to go to work, okay? Like every other professional, so I thought. But in all of these law firms are being documented as I'm continuously exposing the state and as I'm prosecuting the state. That was the state that was employing me and harassing me and then engaging in what is obstruction of justice. The entity, while I would report it, while they were monitoring me, that they were then harassing me, and then I was unable to keep employment while I was a practicing attorney. That's just additional context. And like I said, those law firms they are simultaneously being addressed while I'm exposing the state. I want you to be clear that simultaneity of conduct, the Los Angeles Police Department, that is literally aware of the fact that they're being exposed. And this is so unfortunate, but it's necessary as a matter of justice. You're not going to be distracted because it's analytically relevant to the prosecution of the people of the state. The Los Angeles Police Department is going to be removed altogether, in the same way that every other corrupt law enforcement agency has been exposed and will be removed, okay? But we're going to remember the environment that LAPD is present, and by the way, LAPD is acting in concert with the people who are in that same phenomenon. Why is the light source here, which is not possibly the sun, over me at Alvarado Gardens, where it remains until after 5 p.m.? Okay, remains right here, and engineered light remains right here, and the illusion that the entity suggests is reality is that that's the sun that's remaining all day long and that this is all sunlight. That's the illusion, okay? You are understanding what is the specific environment, which is out of conformity with nature. And these corrupt law enforcement agencies are stalking in that environment, and they're stalking on behalf and in concert with the people. The people are stalking on behalf of the entity, all right? And they're doing so vicariously. This is vicarious criminal conduct in an environment that's serving for ongoing massive facilitation. They're able to live in relevant position. They're driving in relevant position. The entity is using commercial airline planes that are monitoring. This is a vast state system. At 10:23 a.m. there is no sun. There would never be any sun that's over the Ovid Family Community Library visible while I'm inside of that building, and you see that light source in zenith over my head. You also see the ongoing hallmark, the impossible light activity. Inside of that library, you see the shadow of the trees. That's that pattern of conduct I've shown you of stalking with light, which is demonic. It's revealing the condition of all those who surround you. It's also revealing what they're all doing, and they're stalking you. They're monitoring, they're targeting you. And that's identifiable by that unrealistic, that impossible, that demonic environment. There is no sun that will be visible from the location where I'm at here at the Ovid Family Community Library anywhere in Ontario. This entity keeps this light source here, and it sets here. And you know that. You're looking at the shadow. There is no mistake about where this light source is. It's right here. This is P.O.C. And it's 10:27 a.m. That documented act of a threat while I'm documenting, that's going against the people of the state and the Los Angeles Police Department, showing the enemy that they are to American citizens and to the liberty of American citizens who seek to enforce their constitutional human rights. How does the Los Angeles Police Department, who take an oath, how do they respond to those seeking to enforce their rights? They intend to threaten, and that's exactly what they continue to do. And I just documented that again, and I want to be clear. They're holding hands with the people of the state because they're engaged in this little secret system together. So, and that's, by the way, the nature of prosecuting any conspiracy. Your partner that you're engaged in the crime with, they're going down with you for everything that you do, everything that's reasonably foreseeable, resulting from that conspiracy that they engaged in together. That's the legal analysis there. They're engaged in what is a high crime. And it just so happens, it's definitely reasonably foreseeable when you want to engage in threatening and monitoring and targeting someone in concert with the government. Oh, they want to do so with corrupt law enforcement agencies. They are threatening your life in doing so. That's the purpose of engaging in that. The purpose in engaging in group stalking by the people of the state, the purpose of that is to defame the targeted individual and to threaten their life and physical safety. The people of the state engaging in this bullying system thinking that they have the upper arm, and I'm letting you know that they do not. They're not impervious to prosecution or exposure, and they will be, again, additional evidence going against the people of the state, everybody. So let's use Rita Vega again as an example. She's going to be prosecuted for that threat that she just posed in concert with the Los Angeles Police Department while I'm seeking to enforce my rights and expose what is federal group stalking and monitoring. Okay, she is part of what is an ongoing system. She doesn't cease to be a part of the entity because she goes to work and she returns where she lives at the crime scene, systematically threatening my life, physical safety, and overall well-being, facilitating the ongoing criminal system that the entity is acting for while that law enforcement agent, LAPD, is stalking in a helicopter day and night. Okay, what Jose and Sons Landscaping is here engaging in facilitating right now, they're going to federal prison. And like I said, if they're not even American citizens, they're going to be deported after that, but they're going to sit in federal prison. All right, it is currently 10:29 a.m. and this is speaking to what is already the case. This is highlighting, punctuating what has already been established. All right, federal group stalking and monitoring is a mass sex offense. I'm being molested with engineer light. I'm being terrorized by the presence of engineer light and serving a criminal system. And it is also mutually exclusive that there will be any sun visible through any sky space, let alone through very, very specific location, through the window at the back of the Ovid Family Community Library at the same exact time. No, it's not. No, it's not. And as you also see in that video, that's not even sunlight. That's the pattern of conduct. And the entity keeps this light source here. Again, 12:30 p.m. right here, 3:30 p.m. same place, 5 p.m. right here, same exact location. All right, this is the pattern of conduct. It is currently 10:30 a.m. This is P.O.C.